1, 2.
Local and independent artists. The Homegrown Show on Bob FM.
I am Mark Stone from the Dirty Country Band, and you are listening to The Homegrown Show on Bob FM with the illustrious and very talented, handsome Brian Powers.
But a guy who can't write the cue cards. You know, you got a face for radio, though. So if you were in television, you would have totally screwed that up. But nobody knew you had cue cards. See, you were doing so great there until you couldn't read Wild Weekend. And you were so excited when Shane was on that I'm surprised you didn't know the song. That's what I love about it.
I didn't remember the song, but I listen to his stuff all the time.
I know you do.
In fact, a lot of the CMA folks I play during breaks of my gigs. It makes that Midwest CMA playlist on Spotify makes a great in-between set playlist. And then everybody's like, who was that? Who was that? Which is cool. It's fun.
I am Brian Powers, and we are high atop from the bottom of Armstrong Boulevard in beautiful Ramsey, Minnesota, and this is the Homegrown Show on Bob FM, and you were listening to Mark Stone from Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band here on Bob FM, and Mark is back, and it's been a while. We were just talking a little bit ago that it's been like a year. Your wife Rhonda's here, and she was telling us it's been like almost a year to the day.
Yeah, she's too chicken to get on the mic,
but I see you all over the place, and you're like every other day I see you somewhere, and it's like, hey, there's Brian, and hey, Mark,
how you doing?
Yeah, so we meet up all the time,
movers and shakers in the biz now.
But for those of you who don't know Mark Stone, you hail from Delano.
Yes, I love that you pronounced it correctly.
It's not Delano.
No, it's Della. Yes, baby, Della. Yes.
And then you have been in the Dirty Country Band since about 2012,
yes.
Right? And kind of as a solo. Well, you started as a solo project, right? It was just kind of Mark Stone, or did you call it Dirty Country Band in the beginning?
Well, now my wife might argue that it still sometimes is a solo project, right?
Right.
Because I'm the guy that's up late at night writing tunes and trying to get the stuff, committed to, tape or digital,
right.
Whatever these days, right? So, but yeah, it started out with just me, and then I got some friends involved and made it a whole band, and I've been lucky enough to incorporate friends for the last 6, 7 years or something. 5, 6, 7. I don't know whatever it is.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. And so now you have the band travels all over.
Yes.
A lot of music going on. Tell me who's in the band now.
Yes, Nick Polshik, formerly known as Nick Danger, who was our drummer actually before Johnny Strutt as well.
And why did Nick change his name? Did he get married?
Well, I think you'd have to ask. I can neither confirm nor deny exactly why he changed his last name.
I thought maybe Nick Danger was a great radio name, right?
No, Nick Danger is a great any kind of name, right? But I think I think it's because him and his former wife had a business together where he did some. He's a pilot. And they did some where they did skydiving classes type vibe, and they'd push people out of planes, and if they liked you, they gave you a parachute, and
Nice.
And if not,
that's the danger is if they liked you or not, right?
right. Well, first impressions are always the most important,
that's right,
aren't they?
Exactly. And then you got Todd Jameson.
Yes, Todd. Todd is the only guy I know in this region who wants to play music more than I do. And that's really saying something.
Todd's a great guy.
He is.
He's been on the Homegrown Show, and we've seen him around, and we wish Todd well because I know he's been bumping and grinding here and there, and but he'll be back out and playing soon. And
he needs a little vacation, so he is taking a little R&R.
Time.
He's up in Duluth right now.
Is he? Well, maybe he's listening to us via the website.
It could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. So hi to Todd. And then, so let's talk a little bit about how many albums have you done since you started? Well, let's just go since 2012, right? So,
okay, well, let's see. So we started out with, there was just the self-titled debut, right? Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band. Because even before I started doing anything, I knew that I wanted it to be a band. So I put the band's name on it, which is pretty much the band moniker, right? Mm-hmm. So that's that. And then the second one, which is only a fan available album, it was Mark and Martina. It was acoustic. It was an acoustic thing that was mostly only done for promotional, but it got out to some things, which led to the sequel, which was I know, right? When I name these all in order, you're going to get the joke, right? So the sequel, which we mostly recorded down in Austin, Texas, but then came back to finish it up with a friend of mine, Michael Romore, who used to work as Joe Willis's Prince's assistant, and he has his own home studio now called the High Decibel Area, and he's very, very. He's a great engineer and producer. He's really good. So then after that, then was Trifecta.
Yep.
Right, and then after Trifecta was 4 Stories that we released just 2018. Now, after 2018, I realized the one thing that I wanted to do more of was make more music. It was like when I look back, you do that thing where you reflect on the year that you just had, right? The only thing that I regretted was I put out this EP. I love this EP, and I love the music on it and the people I got.
You're talking about Trifecta.
This was 4 Stories.
Oh, 4 Stories.
2018.
Okay. Yep.
2017 was Trifecta.
Oh, yeah. And then, and
so you could almost say that when I look back at both prior years, I wished I would have released more than just an EP, right?
Sure.
So here's 2019, and I just started kicking out stuff. So I also got involved with some more writing groups via the Midwest CMA. I got involved with Songtown. Out of Nashville, which has been super supportive, and I'm in a 6-figure songwriting class. All these things that really to try to push your productivity and help you write better songs. So Tomorrow the Sun is Gonna Shine was in January. February was Singin', Smilin', Thinkin' About You. March was There's No Place Like Home. April was the Revisited EP, which was the new band revisioning the very first EP, Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band, with my new studio gear. And
was it the same songs on there then?
Same songs.
Gotcha.
Same songs, just re-envisioned
Redone.
with the band and not just me pulling all the strings. And then what else did we do in April? April. Something else came out. Ready, Set, Go, which was some of the writing I've been doing has also been for TV and film lately. And that was a song that was written for a brief that came to me through a songwriting class. And I was like, okay, this is what they want. This is what we shoot for. And that was fun. It's kind of fun to write with a purpose. Yeah. Outside of, it's also cool to write your own stuff when that's totally directed. You know where that's going, but it's also fun to write something that's gonna serve somebody else's needs at the end of it, which is cool. So then May was Better in the Rearview Mirror, and then.
Now, this isn't just singles; these are EPs that you're putting out, so right? Or
these are all singles. I went crazy with
the Revisited was the last EP. Then
that was the last EP. Okay. Yes, that and
so are you putting a single out a month? Then are you trying to?
There's been a single out a month since January, and then this month, the new single, which we'll get to, the Coming Home, A Trucker's Love Story. That came out this month, as well as, and it's only available on Patreon, which, I'd love to talk about too.
We'll talk about a little bit. Yep.
Patreon, which is those 5 singles that actually 6, because one of them has a remixed version that Rhonda sings on.
Yep. Wow.
It's the Fun Stones remix of Ready, Set, Go. Okay, but that all of those songs then are put into a new EP called Pentatonic Memories,
And when will that be released?
That's like you can get it right now on Patreon.
All right, on Patreon. And we'll talk about Patreon.
Yeah.
Can they go to your website and get a link to Patreon? I think they can, right?
Absolutely.
So and the website is, if you don't know, is markstonemn.com. You can also find information about Mark on Facebook at Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band. And so we're going to talk more with Mark and Rhonda. Rhonda's going to sit in the corner and take pictures and do the Facebook Live thing and whatever else. Looking good, yeah. Absolutely. So I'm Brian Powers, and you're listening to the Homegrown Show here on Bob FM. We have Mark Stone of Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band. More coming up with him.
Homegrown country music on a homegrown country station.
Bob FM. About it all the time. Ever wonder what things would it be? People didn't fall out of love as fast as they fall in. If we could go back and do it all over again, fall out of love as fast as we fall in. The same damn thing all over again. Winners never cheat, cheaters never win. People fall out of love as fast as they fall in. Dirt side up, face with a grin. The same damn thing all over again. These people fall out of love faster than they fall in. Well, I can tell you why the fire has died. The spark faded from your eyes, but it didn't take long to understand. Was a breathing word on the cheating line, on the lonely nights you sat alone and crying. Just to step out with another man. Ever wonder what things would it be? People didn't fall out of love as fast as they fall in. We could go back and do it all over again. Fall out of love as fast as we fall in. The same damn thing all over again. Winners never cheat, cheaters never win. People fall out of love as fast as they fall in. Dirt side up, face with a grin. Same damn thing all over again. These people fall out of love faster than they fall in. Ever wonder what this would have been? People didn't fall out of love as fast as they fall in. We could go back and do it all over again. Fall out of love as fast as we fall in. Same damn thing all over again. Winners never cheat, cheaters never win. People fall out of love as fast as they fall in. People dirt side up, face with a grin. The same damn thing all over again. People fall out of love. People fall out of love. People fall out of love faster than they fall in.
Homegrown Show on Bob FM. That is Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band. Faster Than They Fall In is the name of the song. And I got Mark Stone live in Studio A. That's a great song.
Well, thank you, man.
That is a jamming too. Tell me about it.
The song is, of course, about relationship woes. I have a few of those.
Be careful. She's within striking distance.
She's actually my victory, my triumph. If there is, if I ever had a victory in a relationship, it would definitely be.
How long have you been married to Rhonda?
Wow. Let's see now. We're coming on 6-year anniversary coming on.
We're talking about Mark's beautiful wife, Rhonda, who's live in studio, and I met her last year about this time, so that's awesome. But this song is about maybe the relationships that didn't go so well?
Right. There were, let's just say, a couple of those. And plenty of writing material. Those few relationships that didn't work out that I had. are great writing material, especially for sad country songs, which actually we'll get to. I think maybe either this time or another time. I have another brand new one called "Sucker in a Sad Country Song."
Do you really?
I do.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a brand new one that you got out?
Yes,
I love that.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about this new song that you got coming out here, and tell me about this one.
Okay, Coming Home, a Trucker's Love Story. This was it kind of came together after one of the writing classes I'm in had a brief for a home themed song. Okay, and I did that. But kind of what happened was the byproduct of doing some of these songs. I had these lyrics that spoke to me about something different, right? And so it was actually from a previous single I did, Better in the Rearview Mirror, right? Which was last month's single. Mm-hmm. So part of that song, which is a lot about driving, right? And this other home theme, and it's Coming Home, a Trucker's Love Story, right? Which, nice. My mentor at Songtown, I can quote Melody as saying, if it were the 80s and Smokey and the Bandit needed another trucker song, mm-hmm. This could have maybe made the movie. Right?
Let's take a listen to it. Now, how are folks going to get this song? Tell me that first.
Okay, well, this one is available like everywhere, like right now on every single platform known to man. So if you're a Spotify user, Apple user, and a bunch of things that I don't even know about that exist, it's there too.
Can they get it on your website also?
Also, yes.
Yep. Which is markstonemn.com.
Or Markstone and the DirtyCountryBand.com. We had to buy that one too because people actually search for us that way. I can't believe they want to type that much. But
go the easy route, markstonemn.com.
Yes.
All right, so this is Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band, and the name of the song is Coming Home, a Trucker's Love Story. And today, it is our Studio A single spotlight here on Bob FM and the Homegrown Show.
And now, it's time for the Homegrown Show's Studio A single spotlight.
Well, westward bound, got the hammer down, and I'm gonna see my baby tonight. Gonna love her till the morning light. 10-4, honey, I heard that right. Homeward bound, we're loving you, my side. Could hear your loneliness on the phone. Hate to leave you all alone, but this time we'll call the splitting too. Been such a long time gone. Gone, honey, I'm way too long. Godspeed, I'm coming home to you. Home, girl, I'm on my way. Home, love you more each day. Home, ain't no place I'd rather be. Home's where I hang my hat. Home, yeah, that's where you're at. This rig on trucking down the road. I'm coming up the highway, you're on my mind. Destination nowhere inside. My heart has GPS, gets it on you. My left foot pushing on the gas. Now I'm moving way too fast. Godspeed, I'm coming home to you. Home, girl, I'm on my way. Home, love you more each day. Home, ain't no place I'd rather be. Home's where I hang my hat. Home, yeah, that's where you're at. This rig on trucking down the road. I'm coming home. Go down the road, I'm coming home. Girl, there ain't nothing stopping me. I'm coming home. Girl, I'm almost there. Home, you know how much I care. Home, there ain't no place I'd rather be. flat. You and the dog in the window wait for me. I'm coming westward bound. Got the hammer down. I'm coming home. Around 11, you in my sight. Yeah, I'm coming home. Godspeed, I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home. Big on trucking down the road. I'm coming up the highway. You're on my mind. Lord, 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 I'm coming home. Pushing on the gas. Lord, 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 I'm coming home. Lord, 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 I'm coming home. Lord, 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 I'm coming home.
That is Mark Stone live in Studio B. Hey, Mark.
Hello.
And you know Todd, right?
He's a member of the Midwest CMA, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe so,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you like his music.
There you go.
You were kind of going, yeah.
Yeah.
So before we get into what song you're going to play, I want to talk real quick about your appearances coming up here very shortly. Now, you're not doing back-to-back homegrown shows, but because of your busy schedule, which I'm going to go over here in a second, but we're actually spreading you out to the end of the month, and that way we let the studio cool down a little bit because you're on fire, and and we'll have you back again June 30th.
30th.
Right. Yep.
And here I thought it was so that we could do one before the Charlie Daniels show and then right after the Charlie Daniels show so we could talk about how awesome the Charlie Daniels show was.
Exactly.
That's why I thought we spread it out.
It's perfect. And when is the Charlie Daniels show?
June 26th.
Yeah, and
with
you're-
Alabama.
And you're opening?
God, I wish. we're taking a planned band day off to go see how it's really done.
Field trip.
Yeah, field trip.
Yeah, that's how you would sell it off to the
Clinic.
IRS. Yeah, see, that's how you get all your expenses paid.
Workshop. Yeah.
Yeah, workshop. Yeah.
There it is.
So let's talk a little bit about this. Dirty Duets at the St. Francis American Legion on Saturday, June 15th.
With Swanee Rose.
With
Yeah.
Swanee Rose, who was just in here recently.
I know,
Yeah.
right? And that'll be awesome.
And then Sunday, June 16th, you're at the Lock and Dam Eatery in Hastings.
Yes.
And Friday, June 21st, two dudes with acoustic guitars at the Maple Tavern and Maple Grove.
With Todd Jameson, yes.
With Todd Jameson, if he's healthy. Back
He'll
up.
be there. He's the boss. He'll
Yeah,
be
I know.
there.
He'll be there. Saturday, June 22nd at Muddy Cow in Litchfield. Sunday, June 23rd, two dudes with acoustic guitars at Captain's Lakeside Grill. Is that with Todd again?
Yep, that's Todd again, yep.
Wow, he's
And the other one at the Muddy Cow is with the full band, yep.
full band there. Okay. And let's see, Thursday, June 27th, full band at Norwood Young America Music in Legion Park.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
June 28th, you and Todd again are at Captain's Trackside Grill in Bram. Sunday, June 29th at the Bourbon Room in Cross Lake, full band.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, June 30th, Mark Stone co-hosting the Bob FM Homegrown Show with Brian Powers.
That's you.
That's
yeah,
me.
That's totally cool. I'm really looking forward to all of those.
That'll be excellent. So we'll have you back here in just a couple of weeks. You are a busy guy.
We try.
I know. And this hour has flown by. So first of all, thanks so much for coming by. We really appreciate it. And you and Rhonda both, I love seeing you guys. You're just such a positive. I'm telling you folks right now, go to markstonemn.com, get some of his music. There is nobody in this business that I have seen work as hard as Mark does. He is out there everywhere talking to everybody all the time. So, and you were at the mix-up too that we did.
Oh yeah,
In
that
Fridley.
was so fun.
Yeah, so I saw you there too. It's like I said, I pop into you everywhere, so it's
Yeah.
awesome. Tell me about the song you're going to do.
Okay. The song is called Beach Blanket Holiday. It was a song that was an exercise to actually write for kind of a more famous top line artist, and they decided not to go with it, so I get it back and I get to release it myself.
And the name of it one more time is?
I'm sorry?
What's the name of it again?
Beach Blanket Holiday.
Beach Blanket Holiday. Now, if you want to see the recording or see the performance live, go to facebook.com and go to the Homegrown Show on Bob FM, and we will be streaming this performance live with our unofficial videographer, Steve Straczynski from the Four Outdoorsmen, which their show
I get paid
follows
well.
ours.
I get paid real well.
So, what is he complaining about his pay again?
Yep.
Makes a lot of money, he says, doing this.
Right. So anyway, here's Mark Stone, and awesome job. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you, man.
coconut man with my toes in the sand, living the barefoot lifestyle, that's the plan. Morning light through the under window breaks. Load up the boards and head to the beat. Paint your toes on the dash, show your front row seat. Looks like a perfect day to catch that wave. Yeah, that ocean breeze is what I need. Riding the wave into the shore is like freedom to me. We can leave all the busyness behind. Surf's up, time down until the moon comes out. Making love under the stars with no one else around. You and me, girl, on a beach blanket holiday. Coolers all packed with a picnic lunch, soaking up the sun and having some fun. Taste the salt in the air, there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, that ocean breeze is what I need. Riding the wave into the shore is like freedom to me. We can leave all the busyness behind. Surf's up, top down until the moon comes out. Making love under the stars with no one else around. You and me, girl, on a beach blanket holiday. Beach blanket holiday. Beach blanket holiday. Beach blanket holiday. Yeah, that ocean breeze is what I need. Riding the wave into the shore is like freedom to me. We can leave all the busyness behind. Surf's up, top down until the moon comes out. Making love under the stars with no one else around. You and me, girl, on a beach blanket holiday. Beach blanket holiday. Beach blanket holiday. Beach blanket holiday.
It's good, man. That's good.
Mark Stone and of the Mark Stone and the Dirty Country Band here on Bob FM. Nice job, Mark. We're going good, Mark. We're going good. Nice job on that.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks again for coming in. We really appreciate it. We will see you again on June 30th. We got music coming up here in just a couple. Actually, you know what? We're going to go right into the 4 Outdoorsmen after this commercial break. So make sure you're hanging around for the 4 Outdoorsmen, followed by Bearfax and Fishtails. A full night of Bob Outdoors programming follows. And then next week here on the Homegrown Show here on Bob FM, Mitch Gordon is going to be on. And yeah, so it should be a great show. And then later on this month, we have Jen Bostic also coming in. Live in studio. And then, of course, as we mentioned, Mark Stone filling out the month of June. So if you want more information, you can always go to mybobcountry.com and click on the Weekends tab and listen to past shows or listen to this show if you didn't catch all of it. And, Mark, we will catch you again on June 30th. And I will see all of you folks again next week, again, when we have Mitch Gordon on the air. And I will see you again tonight at midnight. Thanks, as always, for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it here on the Homegrown Show on Bob FM.